god, I forgot it's 6 a.m. here. Hey guys, I wasn't able to film earlier because we were in the lounge and it was really quiet because people were sleeping. But when we got to Vancouver, we went to the check in, and your luggage is supposed to be 23 kilograms, and the first one we put on was 27, so we had to quickly reorganize everything. And then we had to go to actually the ticketing counter because they had to check if because we were transferring, they had to check if we had everything we needed, like visas and whatever. And then we went back and she was like, okay, first weigh your carry-on. And I was like, what? That was the first time I ever had to have my carry-on weighed. And ours were 11 and 12 kilograms and they're supposed to be 8. But she let us get away with 10, thank God. I'm actually a little scared to go check in now because we have to pick up our bags here and then we have to recheck in, and I'm scared they're gonna be like, no, that's not gonna fly. But thinking positive. When we went through security in Vancouver, I was randomly selected for like secondary screening or whatever. She was just checking everything, and we brought this like selfie light thing for filming, and she was just like, what is this? And like made me take it out, take it apart, and I was like trying to explain what it was and like why I carried on the plane, because there's no room in anything that we had to any luggages to put it in. Then we went through actual security, and that was fine. We got on a plane. Flight was okay. Even though it was 13 hours, we slept pretty good. Like, we slept a lot. Like, kept waking up here and there, but it was a good flight, I thought. Oh my god, the first meal though was congee, and never had that before in my life, and I probably never will again if I can help it. So we get to China, and we were in immigration line for so long, for literally an hour. Even though the line was not big, they only had 2 people working. And then there was like these 2 guys that kept having trouble, kept having to go like back into the front of the line, so that took more time. And then we got our bags, and it was just a zoo. Imagine Kelowna Airport, like that little triangle, like that little thing where your bags come, but like hundreds and hundreds of so many people on an international flight trying to get their bags in a small thing. Like, Sean was literally like fighting people to get our bags. So we get the bags, and we're going on our way out, and there's like one more check, but he only chose certain people, so obviously he chose us. And Sean brought his cooking knife and the sharpener. We didn't have to put all our bags through the like the scanning thing, but the one that we did put had the knife sharpener in it. So that one got like flagged down. They're like, open this bag. What do you have in here? And then I couldn't get the lock open. And then she was just like, do you have a knife? And we're like, yeah. But then that bag, the knife wasn't even in that bag. It was just a sharpener. So I showed it, and they were like, okay, just go. And Sean was like, oh, I'm a chef. Like, that's why I have them. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they let us go. And then we came out, and there was like these people like kind of yelling, and they came up to me and they're following me and Sean. They're just like, where you go? Taxi, taxi. And we were like, no. And even though we said no to those people, these other people came up, kept trying to get us to get in a taxi, and we're like, no. Sean was like, get out of here. And then we were on like the first floor, which seemed really dark and scary because it was 4 a.m. Oh, it was 5 a.m. by the time we got out. So we asked the information place, like, where's the lounge? Because I read online there was a lounge here. So they said the 2nd floor. So we came to the 2nd floor, and then we couldn't find it. And so we asked someone, but they couldn't speak English. So she found someone else. That person couldn't speak English. Like, they were like, hello? And they're like, oh, sorry, no. And then the 3rd guy came, and he could speak English, but I think he couldn't hear or understand, like listen well. So he made me speak into like this translator thing, and then he helped us, and it was fun. So we get to the lounge. It's really nice. There was actually a place you can take a nap that was better than the lounge, but I think you have to pay for that one. So in the lounge there was like these couches, and there's also like these like kind of beds, but they were like slanted up, and it was great. You can only be in there if you're here only for transit. Like, so like us, we came from an international place and we're going to another place. Thank God, because we were gonna go outside, but I was kind of scared of the taxi drivers. And also the air outside does not look good. So we ate breakfast and then McDonald's. Yeah, we had to have McDonald's because there was like nothing around and they couldn't take our card, so Sean had to actually take money out.
He cannot speak English.
And they couldn't speak English, so he was just like
I little bit use Chinese.
Oh, he said he had to use a little bit of Chinese because he used to live in Singapore, so he knows like a little bit. But literally everyone that we've encountered here throughout the entire thing has been trying to speak Chinese to Sean, and he's been getting so angry. And then they see me and they're like, oh, English. Oh, and in the lounge there's actually also a place to shower, but there's no towels, so we're gonna be in Korea soon, so it's fine. Oh yeah, so we ate. And then I watched, there's Wi-Fi, but you need your phone number to get this like password, which obviously we don't have phones here. So I watched a couple episodes of this new drama on Netflix I downloaded before we got on the plane. It's called Chocolate, I think. So far, the 2 episodes are so good, like I actually almost cried. And then I took like a 2-hour nap. I tried to sleep for like 2 hours. I wish I slept right away, because I slept at like 8:30, but that was when this place started to get busy and you could hear, because it's like an open roof area concept. There's no like, there's no roof in the lounge or anything, so it was kind of echoey and there's like people yelling, kids screaming. But yeah, it was fine. It was fine. I'm glad we had that lounge for 11 hours or whatever. So now it's actually 11:30. We just ate at this place and we're gonna go try to check in.
어디가?
Where are you going?
어디가? 나는 저기가.
Oh, he's going to the smoking room, of course. There's the nap place. These are the only pandas we got to see. We made it past security. That was less stressful than Beijing. Nampeon, we did it. Almost there. One more leg. Whew.